I know so many. This is some sad shit because I used to have a landscape business. I knew so many like elderly couples where they had to they had a paid off house. They had to reverse mortgage it to make shit happen. And sometimes they're like, yeah, Miguel, these are like 86 fucking 9-year-old fucking grandmas and stuff. They're just, maybe the husband died. They didn't have the fucking. It's fucking really. So, dude, I'm not trying to tear up, but that's some sad shit. And they had to they know they're getting loan sharked, and they had to fucking reverse mortgage themselves just to survive. And well, I guess I just got enough to the casket when I die, and that's it. And it's like, what the fuck, That's some sad shit. And that's at the local level. Just imagine at the higher level, you like HBC or what was that big ass bank?
HSBC.
HSBC. Those fuck those cunts. By the way, they're fucking running money for the cartels and shit. Who are getting paid by the Chinese
organizations.
Yeah, who are running they're running money for the cartels who are getting money for the Chinese to fucking flood the whole United States and Europe with fucking fentanyl. But besides that, one of the things that I got so pissed off at during the 2000 housing crisis, because this came out, they had to pay fees for this, is they were targeting elderly black people and calling them mud people because he said these dumb. This is real, by the way. You can look it up. They said these dumb people will sign anything we put in front of them. And they were selling the worst type of fucking loans to like elderly African American people just to fucking gut them. That's how evil these fucking cunts are and shit. Don't ever fall for this is why I'm so passionate about crypto.
Well, that happened to my parents during like the 2007. I mean, not the
variable, but you got the variables.
What?
The variable loans and stuff, or what are you talking about?
I don't know exactly what loan, or I don't know what they did. I just know they put their life savings, they bought a neighborhood, and like my parents weren't like, they're like first generation. Like my dad like worked a lot growing up. Like my dad's like the hardest worker. They spent like their whole life savings to buy a neighborhood and like develop it, and the whole market crashed. Now, I don't know. They got their way out of it somehow. I don't know. I just remember like they were going to lose like everything. Like they were going to lose their house. They're going to I think his business was collateral. I don't understand how loans work. So sorry. But somehow they ended up like figuring it out. But yeah, I remember like that was like the scary, like I remember they were just I was literally little, but I just remember they were so stressed because it was like they worked their whole lives, put everything into this, and then boom, everything crashes. This neighborhood, well, it wasn't a neighborhood, it was like a plot of land,
Yeah, developing land.
But yeah, that was a crazy time.
Yeah, but that's also like, this is also why first generation immigrants or anything like that, they take risk, and that's why they're in these positions. You have to sometimes you have to throw the dice. But it lands bad. But this is like a prefabricated sort of event. There's if I have these documents and stuff. Like there's these groups. If you're high enough and you're high enough in wealth inside of like some of these major banks, they have these kind of like. There's a report that came out that America is not a democracy. It's a plutocracy. It's completely controlled by the rich. Completely. It's just. But there's the fucked up shit is most countries are plutocracies. It really is. It's all a fucking smoke and mirrors. It's just in America, it's a little more freer enough where you can still. This is why there's still the greatest nation on earth. But but these new industries. That's why crypto is like it's a vein where like it's wide fucking open. You can grab your lane and you got it, right? This is a brand new industry. This is, like 2017, we were $640 billion at the tippy top. We crashed down to like basically 100 or less than $100 billion. In 2021, we hit 3.4 trillion. We're fucking at $1 trillion right now. We're going to 10. Gold's 10 trillion right now. Like, and this is an industry. This is why so many people, like, you see, this is how much money they steal, is that it's $1 trillion industry. It's a fucking it's nothing. Like BlackRock's got 10 trillion just liquid in cash and assets and stuff, and so this is what I'm telling you, like just getting like even a tenth of that money and that being split among so many people, even just owning like 0.0 and a ton of zeros, it's life-changing money. People are able to buy a house. They're able to have fucking families. They're able to not get divorced, raped and stuff because they're not getting married. But then some women are able, and we've helped a lot of single women and stuff, where like some of them are widows and stuff and they've been able to like, their kids are fine. Some of them send them to private school. It's just this money, this is what it was made for. It's energy, right? And they're hoarding all of it. I mean, this is kind of what made like Europe stagnate for such a long time, is because most people lived terrible lives, made no money at all. You basically were, I mean, imagine if we were back in the day and we were just working, all we could do is just, and there's a lot of people in America, this is why there's so much anger and people are so angry and stuff, and they want red meat for the red pill. It's because they don't understand inflation's the silent killer.
Yeah.
Like we're getting, like you're getting, like I've said this before, like back in the day, right? We used to go to Costco as an example. You could fit an entire filled to the top for $90 back in the early
Yeah.
90s, right? Same thing. I did the other day. $600, $800.
Wow.
Same fucking thing. From 90s to then. In my lifetime, it went from fucking $80 to $90 to $600 to $800. What the fuck is that shit? Well, minimum wage was what? Maybe like, what, if you're lucky, it was probably $3 to $5. Even at 15, it doesn't equate at all. I mean, obviously you shouldn't be working with minimum wage, but still, it's this crazy
Well,
thing.
we need those workers
Yeah.
too. Like, and that's the other thing. Like, you know, I know like in the red pill, it's like, what do they say? Like money, muscles, game, frame,
Right,
or whatever.
yeah.
And like, you want to make more money, but it's like you do need the average men running society. And we could not do any of the things we do without the average men that do the average salary jobs that start at 45,000 a year and make 70,000 in their 50s. But it's like, you're right, where it's like it's getting harder and harder and harder for those men and women to survive.
You basically have to earn $100,000 just to be like starting. And then there's also all the women that are so delusional. But here's the thing: the one little thing I give the women, at least with this delusion, is because deep down they know, like, you need to have a certain amount of money so we can even have a fucking family. Now, obviously, if you both will, like, there's kind of this whole thing where like, let's be poor, but let's have a family. It's fine. But like, it's still struggling. It's fuck.
Yeah, I think that's propaganda in a way, because
The
it's
100
like
G's or
the family, because poor people have more kids.
yeah.
So
No,
it's
but
like,
it is
Not that expensive.
They're
really.
not
well, it's like
Until they get
when you
older.
think, I have a friend, because I kind of went down this rabbit hole a bit.
Okay.
Because my friend, she was just saying you don't need as much money as you think to survive.
Yep.
But the problem is, like, we just have no skills anymore. Like, we're all idiots.
UBI. That's
Yeah,
such a big
so
digital
she,
currency.
like, my friend, she was a single mother. She had 2 kids, and then like, it didn't work out with the first guy. She got remarried and had another 2 kids with the next guy, and like, he made like 45 whatever, like, average earning
average.
salary. She just said we lived outside of the city, and we got chickens. And she was like, we just did the whole homesteading thing, and we just lived really frugally for a really long time. I homeschooled the kids, but it's like we're just too stupid to do that, most of us.
It's definitely doable, because a lot of people do it. Because, like you said, I mean, if you look at low-income families, they have bigger families, don't
Yeah.
they? But it's also because we're also like bought into this bling lifestyle. Everyone's got to have the Instagram lifestyle and buy
Yeah.
frappuccinos
Well,
from
when you
Starbucks.
think-
that's ruined people. Is the
And
Yeah, well-
so that's